Hey guys, what's up? It is Susan, aka Trinity Shadow, and as I promised, I am going to be doing this video, as I promised, is a DIY video. For some of you who don't know what DIY videos, let me break it down for you. It is known as do it yourself, which means instead of going out and just buying it and paying more money, for that amount of money, you could just get the materials and make it yourself. All right, so as I promised, today this video I am making an alternative, a DIY on liquid latex. Now basically what liquid latex is the only time you see liquid latex is around Halloween time, when people really want to gore up, I guess you would say, gore up your Halloween costume, your whole face or Halloween costume, you know, to make yourself either look like a zombie, a monster. You can use liquid latex to make your own Halloween masks and stuff like that. Now for stuff like that, people normally go out to the arts and crafts store, and if you want to make your own mask, you can out of liquid latex. You know, you would have to make what's known as a life cast. Basically, you put like paper mache all over your face and make the form of your face, and then let it dry. So once it dry, like after that, you put cement in to the paper mache cast, and then there's some that you would have to put in the oven for it to actually make, and that's it, you're done. So, but since we're not doing that, this is the type where you can use on your face to make rotting flesh and stuff like that. So the following things you're going to need is, one, you're going to need Elmer's glue. Now it could be, I prefer you guys using Elmer's glue. Normally Elmer's glue has the red tip and it says Elmer's school glue, or that's a little costly. This I got at CVS for $1.77. It's store brand Elmer's glue. Let me put it up to the screen for you. You know, it dries clear. You always want to get something that dries clear and it's washable. All right, so you're going to need that. You're going to need a bowl, a decent sized bowl for mixing your liquid latex, and just to add like a little bit of a wet moisture to it if you want. You can also pick up glycerin. Now normally they keep glycerin in the baking section. That's the other alternative, is called glycerol. Glycerol. This is the stuff that you would also use to make gelatin, which that is going to be another tutorial, and I'll probably end up uploading that next week. So but this is normally in the beauty section where you find toners and stuff like that. And this I got at CVS, which is almost $7 a bottle, and it's pretty expensive, but it's worth the money. All right. Another thing is you're gonna need a beauty sponge or a beauty blender that you don't use at all, that you really don't care about. And normally I would recommend, if you're going to buy a beauty blender to start off with, especially where you know it's going to get destroyed with liquid latex, you want to buy one from your local dollar store, like Dollar General, Family Dollar, or whatever. So, all right, and then I'm going to show you what it's going to look like afterwards when it dries and stuff like that. And another thing is too, which I will be right back. I have to go get it. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. And another thing you're gonna need is tissue. It could be any type of tissue, like the tissue, excuse me for a second. Excuse me, I'm fighting off a little bit of a cold. The tissue you use to blow your nose. It could be toilet paper, because this is what's gonna make the flesh. All right, so I'm gonna point my camera down so we can get started. Okay, now I already have the bowl that we're gonna need. I got the glycerin in case if we want to add a little bit of moisture to it to make it look wet. So And I'm also going to be using this for gelatin. All right. Now, if you're using it to make like little wounds and stuff like that, you could add flour to it and it makes a paste. And then if you want to make like little silicone wounds, like liquid latex wounds, you let it dry. So the first thing you're going to do is, hold on one second, guys. So the first thing you're going to do is, normally there's a top. When you buy the one from CVS, there's this black top. You always want to take that off. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to put, I'm going to show you here in the bowl. With that, you're going to pour a little bit, just a little bit of Elmer's glue. Okay. Now, if you want to add a little bit more moisture to it, you can, which is where the glycerin comes into play. Okay. All right. If you're just doing, like, let's say you're turning around and you're doing the side of your face, that's how much you're going to use. So you eyeball it. All right. Then if you're adding moisture to it, here's the glycerin. Okay. This is pure glycerin. And you're going to add at least, for my liking, I'm just going to add 1 to 2 drops. So first off, you want to make sure that the seal is taken off on that one too. These are all brand new. I haven't opened them at all today. I saved them for this video. Ugh, and it's so hard to take them off. All right, this is so hard. Excuse the laughter in the background. It's just my fiance's. He's so funny. So, all right. So now that the Elmer glue is in there, you're gonna at least put 1 to 2 drops of glycerin. 1. I'm gonna do more than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're gonna take it and you're gonna mix it. So I'm just gonna use the end of my fork. And you're gonna mix it. Now you could add a little bit water to dilute it. Just to water it down a bit. So, alright. I'm probably not going to add water to it. So, alright. And there you have it right there. So, should have picked up something from CVS, but maybe. Alright, so now that that's done, now what you're going to do, this is where the tissue comes in. Alright. Now, you're also going to need, like, if you plan on wearing makeup for Halloween, you're going to need some type of face paint or makeup. I got this makeup from CVS to work with for now, and it's $5.99, and you get the whole kit. This is really good. Alright, so, like I said, I haven't messed with this stuff. I just bought it today. Alright, so what you're gonna do is, I'm taking the sponge out of it because this is what you need, but you could also go in the makeup section and and get these in a pack. But don't go to CVS to get them. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your tissue and just tear it up. Now you want jagged edges. Like, you don't want neat edges, you want jagged edges, kind of like this. All right, now mine's gonna go right about here because I'm just gonna show you an example. So I'm gonna tear this corner off. because you want it to blend well with your skin. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your sponge. You're going to dip it in to your latex mixture that you made. And you're going to put down the first layer. Put the first layer down. Okay? And then what you're going to do is add that on. All right? And you want to add your liquid latex mixture down. Because you want it to be tacky on top, because you're going to layer. You're going to layer on top of it. Because especially if you're trying to pull something off like a, oh, that's too far. Like a zombie. No, I don't have a mirror. I'm relying on the camera for this. So bear with me. Now, if you're doing something like a zombie type of thing, this is what you're going to do. So you're going to grab the next layer of tissue. You see the next layer? Same thing goes. You don't want neat pieces, you want jagged pieces. Alright? Give me that. Sorry, my dog. Alright. You want jagged pieces. Okay? Oh, it's sticking. And then you're going to add next layer on. Add the next layer on. Now, if it gets to be too much here, just take it, rip it off. No harm, no foul. Now, you're going to need to get a pack of these sponges because you're about to go through like at least one or two when you do it. So, now the downfall of this is you're going to have to take a hairdryer to your face and dry it. Alright, I know it smells funny, so does the regular liquid latex. Now you're going to do the same thing to the other one. You want jagged pieces. So you're going to take it and go like this. Alright, add the next, it's in my face. Add the next layer on. Alright, keep adding layers to the desired quality that you want. Alright, now if you're pretty young, like if you're a kid, when it comes to it being drying and you're gonna sit here and do ripped off rotting flesh, I would not recommend, disclaimer, I would not recommend a child to take scissors to their face to try to open this up. You always want to get an adult's help. So, all right. Now, if you want to make it like a skin tone, it's real easy. All you do is just add at least 1 or 2 drops of concealer of liquid foundation to it to match your skin tone. Now, if you're doing something a few shades lighter than your skin tone, then you want to add a few drops in. All right, and then I'm just doing it to show you an example. So what you're gonna do, because that's what it's gonna show up as afterwards. So what you're gonna do afterwards is you're gonna let it dry. Now it's gonna take at least, I say for this, about 20 minutes, at least 20 to 30 minutes to dry. So when it comes to, if you're doing this for Halloween, what I always do first is, normally I put on my costume first and then I do my makeup, but I don't want my makeup to ruin my costume. So what I normally do is I do my makeup first, and then if it's something like this, because this is what I'm going to be wearing for Halloween, if it has a large opening, I could just easily put it on. So, and I plan on doing this type of alternative for Halloween. Now, I am going to be doing a tutorial for gelatin, to where you can make like little gelatin wounds and stuff like that. Now, I could also do an example of latex paste with this to go along with this tutorial. So if you plan on doing, like, let's say like bullet wounds and stuff like that, I could actually show that to you. Now, all basically is you just add like a handful of flour, mix it together, and it forms a paste. And then what you do is on something else, like let's say you want a bullet wound, so you take it and then you would make the shape of the bullet wound, and then you let it dry overnight, and then when it's ready, you just take your latex, your homemade liquid latex, and put it on your wherever you're putting the wound at, and you let it stick there. And then you just take your latex mixture, blend it all around so it blends into your skin, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And once it dries, you're good to go and putting your makeup over it. So what I could do is I'm gonna wait for this to dry. I'll probably end up taking a hair dryer to it, I'm not sure yet. So you guys see what it looks like. It is gonna dry clear, so I understand it smells kind of nasty. So now if you are allergic to like anything dealing with latex, what you could do is the next tutorial I'm going to be making is a version of gelatin, like special effects gelatin, and that's another alternative that you could use to like make rotting ripped off flesh, bullet wounds, and stuff like that. So that's going to be the next one. All right. I am going to try to do, now that I have this little starter kit, I am going to try to do a makeup tutorial for you guys as part of, I'm going to try to do a series known as the 31 Days of Halloween, and try to do a review on this and see how it goes. And then, I paid $5.99 for this at CVS. It's a great way to start off with and stuff like that. So it has a little, I should have used that. I had the applicators in there, so and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want this to dry faster, what I recommend is put your hair dryer on the lowest heat possible and just take it to your face. That's it, and yeah, just take it to your face, and it dries clear. So yeah. All right. But yeah, this is basically what you're gonna have. Now, it's gonna feel weird on your skin, but when it dries, it is gonna be a little bit rubbery. It's gonna be like almost like rubbery, papery type of thing. So when it dries and you're doing, like, let's say you're doing ripped off flesh, you want to take scissors that are a little bit dull and a little bit sharp, and just cut it open. Now, like I said, for kids who are doing this, if you plan on doing that, please get an adult's help. Okay, you don't want to do that on your own, just to avoid cutting yourself or something. So yeah, like I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get the hair dryer so you can see what the outcome of it is when it's done. All right, so yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my hair dryer. All right, it's nothing fancy. It's made by Conair, so I got it as a Christmas present from my mom a couple years back. And what you want to do is, on the lowest heat, just take it where you see it, and you want to dry, if you want it to dry really fast. Now, you'll know when it starts drying because it's gonna feel like pretty stiff. Like, you know when you're gonna put a face mask on to get rid of acne, and you know when it starts working, when your face starts really stiff and you can't talk? Well, this is what it's gonna feel like, so. Now see, it's starting to work for me because, wait here. Now if you want to add a little bit more on before it dries to make it even more texturized, you can go ahead and do that. But I'm only just showing you this way for the video. So, oh my god, it feels so weird. You know, this is my first time actually wearing liquid latex, like dealing with something like this. So you know, if you do it this way, it's going to turn around and take at least, like, almost like 20 minutes tops to dry. But you want to wait until it's not still sticky, like the bottom here is still wet. So you still want to keep taking your hair dryer to it. And then, like, not excessively, but like lightly tap your face. If it's still tacky right here, then take the hair dryer to it. Now what you could also do as another alternative is you could take cotton balls and almost do the same thing, and it'll look just as well, you know. I could actually show you what it will look like with cotton balls. So now, like I said, for some of you who are allergic to latex, and stuff like that, which, let me see what's in it. This is non-toxic, so it's not poisonous or anything to your skin or anything. So and it's easy to wash off on your face, you know. It's washable. This is a very good buy. It's $1.77 a bottle. This is CVS's brand. So alright. So, you know, it's still wet right in here, so I'm just gonna hold the hair dryer to my face. I got it on the lowest heat, so it's not gonna do much to you. It's not going to burn your face. It's not face off like, oh my god. So, Okay, let's see now. I still should leave it on for a few more minutes. I'll peel that part off. Because with me, I'd rather be safe than sorry, especially that I'm going to be wearing this for Halloween and for an event that I'm going to be going to at a business nearby me for a costume contest. So I'd rather make sure that I have it like securely on my face. So. Okay, so now that it's dried, let me see if it's dried. See? Oh, I love my face. Okay. So now that it's like dried on my face, it says it's gonna dry clear. So, all right. Take that edge off. Now you want to make sure too that everything is very well blended all around. So you don't want any pieces sticking up like this part here, because you want it to stay down. And then you're going to go back with the hair dryer again and dry it. Like, see, I got to make sure that this stays up and not bother me. So okay. Now you're going to take the hair dryer again. If you're using a hairdryer on your face, you always want to put it on low. Don't put it on high, like I just did, because it's going to burn your face. So, and don't worry about it getting on your hands like it's doing to mine. So. Ooh. Let me see. Almost dead. Oh yeah, this is dried. This is almost dried. Okay, so now that this is, alright, it's dried to me. Alright, so I'm just gonna rip this piece off. Alright, so just as, oh my god. You're gonna have to do this every now and then, so that way it stays securely fastened on your face. Because you don't want it falling off your face and people, trust me, you don't. So, you really don't. So you want to make sure that it's entirely securely fastened on your face. So. And like I said, it's okay for it to get on your fingers because it peels right off. So ooh, okay. Alright, so like let's say actually we'll get scissors. Like let's say you want to do like ripped up flesh, like right here where the tissue's at. I'm going to show you how to do it. Hold on. I'm going to add a little bit water to this to make it look better for you. Yeah, I think it would be better. My recommendation, add water with a few drops of glycerin. It'll be fine. So hold on. I will be right back. Oh. Okay, so I have the scissors. I turned around and I added water to this kind of mixture, and it looks so much better. All right, and I'm using a brush to mix it here, a hair coloring brush. I have more of them, so this will actually work a whole lot better. So you want to add like at least a cup, like you know, like the capfuls. Something like this of water, a few drops of water, 2 drops of glycerin to this, all right? And this is what you'll get. So, all right. So what you want to do is now, you want to take your scissors and very carefully, kids, I do not recommend you to do this. Please have adults help. Parts of it is still wet, but and remove it and just pull it down a tiny bit, not a lot, just a little. Because if you're gonna have that look of running flesh like that, you just want to. Now I'm going to still add to mine because, or if I want to give it that really good effect of the skin like that, and just go. This one's too watery, so if it looks too watery to you, always add a little bit more glue to it to thicken it up. Add a little bit more glue to thicken it up, and you should be fine after that. Okay? So, well, I had to add so now that that's done, all right, you want to rip it open a little bit. Now, I'm going to show you what it's going to look like after it dries and you put the makeup on. Now, if you want to make it look more realistic, here's what you're doing. Right. Glitter from my fiance. Oh my god, glitter. Anyway, basically, what I'm doing is I'm going to use the blood from this kit. Now, you want to make it look a little bit more darker. That's perfectly fine. That's to your preference. All right, now I'm going to use. Poo. Is that my nose or is that the mixture? No. No, that's the glycerin. All right. You just want to, I'm going to use the sponge. You want to take the other side of the sponge, and if you just want to go in, and if you want to make it look more scary and dirty it up, you want to add some reds, some browns. Thank God there's a brown in this palette. And go in and just, oh, it's my nose. My nose is running. And just dirty it up. That's all you want to do. I'm gonna rip this open a little bit more. There's the opening. Like, there we go. Ha! So if you want to do that, take your brown, take your reds, and a little bit of black, and there you go. Have fun with it. So, and then if you're doing something more gory and stuff, make it gore it up. That's what Halloween is like all about. All right, and then I'm gonna take this fake blood that came in with the kit. I can, that's another video coming up, a newer video coming up. I'm going to take this and just go in. This feels so weird. See? It looks a lot better, but I don't know why it's not working for me, but hopefully it'll work for you guys. So, you just want to take that blood and go in with it. Now you want to take in between liquid latex mixture and go in between. So just to give it that more full effect. So see? Now, like I said, you are going to go through tons of these type of sponges, so you want to get a pack. So I'm going to take this skin tone color and use it to blend it into my skin with this kit. Here's that skin tone color. And you basically want to just gore it up, have fun with it. That's what Halloween is like all about. Halloween happens to be my favorite holiday, but it's also the anniversary of me and my fiance when we first started dating. So see, and you see how it blends well into my skin. Granted, it's just Halloween makeup. It doesn't look like it, but now hold on, I will be right back because I have an idea, so I will be right back. I'm going to charge. Okay, this palette, I'm using this Color Me Buff palette. I bought it from Bell's Outlet, so and I'm going to take all right, and then you want to take a brown. I'm taking this matte brown from this palette. Okay. And I bought this palette at a store called Bell's Outlet. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So, all right. So, tone it down. He's gonna come in on me. Great. Alright. Sorry about that. So now if you want to darken this red up a little bit at least, take some black, mix it with brown. See? Now, if you're doing a Chelsea smile, what I would recommend is using cotton balls. Using cotton balls instead of tissue paper or paper towel or whatever. So, but yeah, this is what it's going to look like afterwards. So once you do enough blending on your face to get this down, it's not going to look, I guess you could say, so crappy and everything. So let me find my kit. All right, I'm going to put this back in my kit. It's not going to look as crappy as it does now. When you get done with it, it'll look so good and you'll scare the pants off of everybody. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it, and stuff like that. Now the next tutorial I will be doing is as part of the 31 days of, I gotta put this away, 31 days of, but yeah, this is basically the finished product now. You're not gonna have like, okay, so yeah, this is, looks pretty good actually if you plan on being a zombie. So alright guys, well, this is it for now. This is the final look. No, it won't be like that when you get done. So yeah, I hope you like this tutorial. Please feel free to comment, rate, subscribe to my channel if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. Oh, leave them down below in the comment section. Like I said in the last video, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. If you put a negative comment on any of my videos or on my channel itself, you will be flagged, reported to YouTube, and you will be removed. Alright? Alright. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more. Okay? Bye.